Hi, I'm Helen, and I did Hyatt Hotels as my stock that I was reviewing as the analyst. So first I'm going to start off with some information about Hyatt Hotels. It is a huge player in the hotel industry, and it shows the symbol H on the New York Stock Exchange. As of September 30th in 2019, Hyatt had about 875 properties spanning over 60 different countries. The company is made up of 4 different property segments, and these include hotel owning and leasing, management and franchising in America, management and franchising in Asia, and then management and franchising in Europe, Africa, and Middle East, and parts of Southwest Asia. So now I'm going to talk about a few of the predictions that I did. All of these go off the recent price that I chose, that when I did it of March 31st. So the recent price then was 48.18, and that was given. So then it takes me to price to earnings ratio, and this was the recent price divided by the latest 6 months earnings per share. And first I got the earnings per share by doing net income minus preferred dividends, all divided by number of shares outstanding. And for that, I got 7.21. So then price to earnings ratio, I did recent price divided by the latest 6 months earnings per share. So it all totaled out to 6.05. And that would be 48.18 divided by 7.21. Okay, so along with that, next comes the price to earnings median, and and the formula is an average of price to earning ratio over the last 10 years, and for that, I got 51, because taking the average. And then that takes me into my graph box, and both these numbers were given, but I felt like they were important to talk about. The highest price of the year was $94.98, which was in January, and the lowest price of the year was $24.02, and that was in mid-March. So that just shows how drastic the change has already been in the past 3 months and how hard it was to gauge these numbers. So you can tell that this was a $70.96 change in 3 months, and this is really rare, so it's hard to predict how much further this could go, to predict what would happen in the future. So how I went about getting my information was I got most of my predictions from looking at the past value line, but also reading the recent news stories to see what's going on and how to gauge it, with the other industries or other hotels that are in the industry too. So I looked at similar stocks in the same industry. So Marriott, Hilton, and Ryman hospitality properties were the main 3 that I looked at when I was going about trying to get this information. And I noticed a lot of analysts put Hyatt in the same rank usually as Wyndham, as very similar. So I looked really closely at Wyndham too when I made these predictions. And I also read what other analysts were saying about the stock and took into consideration what they believe would come out of this pandemic and into the future, because it's really hard for me to predict because I didn't really know, but that was also very helpful. So next, for my text box section, I said currently Hyatt stock is falling by the day, hitting one of the lowest points since 2008, so the lowest point was in mid-March. And with the hotel and travel industry basically at a standstill from COVID-19, it is projected that the stock will keep falling, but this isn't true anymore. I think the stock hit its bottom. And then recent developments, the company opened around 85 new hotels within the last year, and that grew units 7.5% on a net room basis. But they were having potential plans to expand their luxury hotel global portfolio in 2020, with plans to open 20 plus new luxury hotels. But obviously that's at a standstill too because of the current situation. So overall, when asked if it was a good time to buy, I said no. Thank you.